Episode 107, the person skilled in AI will take your job.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI 6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
AI isn't coming for your job, but someone who knows how to use AI, well, they just might. That's the warning from Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang. He says you're not going to lose your job to an AI, but you're going to lose your job to someone who uses AI. Don't be that person who ignores this technology. Hello and welcome back to the AI6 podcast, your daily 6-minute insight into the evolving world of artificial intelligence. Today on the podcast, I'm getting into what we need to do to stay ahead in the AI age and protect our own careers. There is a deep urgency of AI literacy, but before we go into it, let's have a listen to this.
It is unquestionable. You're not going to lose your job to an AI, but you're going to lose your job to somebody who uses AI. And so we've created in the last, 30, 40 years, probably the greatest technology divide the world's ever seen. In fact, artificial intelligence is the greatest opportunity for us to close the technology divide. And the number of people who are using ChatGPT and Gemini Pro and these AIs kind of demonstrate that, in fact, this is one of the easiest to use technologies in history. The ability for us to now use artificial intelligence to close the technology gap is incredible. So that's one extreme. The other extreme that I will say is that, remember, we have a shortage of labor. We have a shortage of workers. We don't have an abundance of workers. We have a shortage of. And for the very first time in history, we can imagine the opportunity to close that gap, to put 30, 40 million workers back into the workforce that otherwise the world doesn't have. And so you could argue that artificial intelligence is probably our best way to increase the GDP, the global GDP.
So Mr. Huang emphasizes that AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's a present reality reshaping the job market. I've been watching business updates from the US, and they're saying that AI is responsible for tech graduates not getting their first jobs out of college because guess what? AI can do it faster and, of course, more economically also. So he warns that while AI might not directly replace workers, individuals adept at leveraging AI tools will have a significant advantage. Embracing AI is no longer optional, it's essential for career longevity. Understanding AI's role in various sectors is crucial. I'm a consultant, a trainer. I work with government and public sector, C-suite, and the radio sector. And I know that AI can deliver lots of the knowledge that I've gained over 20 plus years in my career. With marketing, AI can analyze campaigns, generate content, and optimize strategies. Communications, it can draft press releases, summarize reports, and manage social media, all streamlined and automated with AI. In terms of management, AI assists in performance review, scheduling and data analysis. And then on finance, automating reports, detecting anomalies and forecasting trends and being more efficient. So the key is to integrate AI tools into our jobs to enhance productivity and decision-making, all the while we provide human in the loop, but all the while we are reinforcing the value that we were bringing to the client, to the job, to the organization. The risk of inaction, and I know many listeners may be reluctant to adapt because of fear, because not having the time to learn the skills, or feeling that, you've had a long career and you're just too tired to learn a new type of technology. But organizations are being forced to value AI proficiency. And so those who resist this shift may find themselves at a big disadvantage. As Mr. Huang advises, don't be that person who ignores the technology and as a result loses your job. So how can you embrace AI? Well, first of all, if you're listening to this podcast, you are already ahead. You are committing to 6 minutes a day to really understanding and developing your AI literacy and your fluency. So educating yourself is definitely the first step. Experiment with the tools, practice with them, and really understand how they work bring it into daily tasks, maybe personal tasks first, but then professional tasks. And collaborate, work with colleagues, have many workshops or think tanks to identify areas where AI can enhance efficiency. And always stay updated. The technology, the news, how it's applied in various sectors is always changing. So stay updated. And of course, I promise to keep you updated through this podcast. So some final thoughts. AI is continuing to transform the professional landscape, every single sector. Some sectors are being disrupted and jobs will go, but new jobs will be created. But we've got to harness its power and we've got to lead the way if we want to remain relevant. So embrace the change, upskill. Don't be afraid. I'm here to guide you. I've got lots of free content on AI for marketing and for communications. And I'm still writing my book, which is out in September. So if you enjoyed this episode of AI 6, please share it with a pro that you know. And do subscribe on your favourite podcast platform. I'm Joanne Sweeney. I'll be back to you tomorrow.